Modern MMA has seen a rise in boxing ability across the sport. More than ever, fighters are developing more well-rounded skill sets on the feet, combining their high-level boxing ability with the various other strikes that MMA allows. Yair Rodriguez, however, is an example of someone who has found success as a predominant kicker with limited boxing ability. This was especially true early in his UFC run. Rodriguez's game seemed reliant on his ability to be unpredictable with his kicks. His wild kicking often left his opponents cautious, allowing for him to freely throw them at range. While fun to watch, his game seemed reliant on this idea of being unpredictable and chaotic with his kicks, often without setup. Of course, when you have the power and athleticism as a Yair Rodriguez, you can do this. But looking at some of the best kickers of the past, even at a time of lesser development, their ability to use their hands was an essential supplement to their kicks. While kicking was their greatest asset, it was often the punches that set them up. This is not to say that Rodriguez never did that, but just that it didn't seem to happen often. Perhaps it was his taekwondo background that allowed for him to spam a variety of kicks with little to no risk to himself. It may not be a strategy that your kickboxing instructor recommends, but it worked for him. While his kicking ability has proven to be very successful for him, his lack of boxing has gotten him into trouble more than once. Dan Hooker had moments of success when he was able to keep the fight in punching range. In his first UFC loss, Frankie Edgar's superior footwork at boxing threw him out of position, allowing for Edgar to out-wrestle him. The Korean Zombie was able to draw him into a boxing match where he took a clear lead of the fight, until Yair's unpredictability came through. Instead of plateauing and just sticking to what he knew, he has instead shown massive improvements to his game. In a losing effort against Max Holloway, Rodriguez put on what I thought was one of his most impressive performances to date. Against a high-volume boxer like Holloway, Rodriguez was able to stay competitive as he showcased a more well-rounded striking game with his improved boxing. This included head movement, footwork, and combination punching. He even came back to win the final round on all three judges' scorecards. Although his kicking will continue to be his core asset, he has become a much more efficient and, as a result, a much more dangerous fighter. Whether or not that will be enough to defeat Alexander Volkanovski, we'll find out.